How's it going, everybody? My name is Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing in West Covina, California. And today's video, we're going to show you the products that I use.
So for people that don't know, how long have you been detailing?
I've been detailing for about 5 years now.
And here in West Covina?
Yes.
You doing it part-time, full-time, on the side?
I do full-time. I do 7 days a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
How old are you, man?
28.
You ever heard people tell you that you look super young?
Yeah, but my grades are starting to show.
Can you tell us where we're at right now?
All right, so we're pretty much in my section of the garage. We kind of just blocked everything else off.
Yeah.
But yeah, these are all the products that I use. It's taken me a couple years to acquire everything.
When you first started, did you use these chemicals or did you change over time?
Oh, I changed over time. The very first shop that I went to was Auto Detail Supply Outlet. They're in Baldwin Park. They were the very first spot that I ever came across. They're not a well-known brand. They're pretty local, but their stuff is pretty solid.
And now, I see a whole bunch of different brands.
Yes.
Which is your favorite?
Honestly, right now, I would say maybe it's like between 3D and PNS. I'm starting to use more and more PNS. Adams is cool. I see some people mention like, oh, you know, Adams is just for people that are able to spend money, you know, but like I said, over the years, I've tried what works best for me. And so far, I'm pretty happy with the products that I've been using. This stuff right here, I got this at H2O. It's ultra clean, the spot off. That's probably the best stuff that I've used to remove water spots so far. I've used like about 4 different products, and this one so far is the easiest.
Now, when you buy your chemicals, do you go to one store, several stores?
I go to several stores.
Yeah.
And the way I'm able to acquire a lot of this in bulk is I wait for the Black Friday sales. That's usually what I do.
So I see you have a lot of chemicals. Is that on purpose? Like, do you like to have everything stocked up, or did you just have a sale going on and you took advantage?
Both. I like to have everything set up. When I first started out, I was buying like 2 gallons of this, 2 gallons of that. And then when business would pick up, I'd run out of, you know, a certain product and I'd be kind of busy. I wouldn't be able to stop what I was doing and just go set up. So like I said, over the years, I started to realize like, oh, you know, this shop's having a sale or this spot's having a sale. And usually what I do now is I buy in one little cardboard box, they have 4 gallons. And usually I'm buying about, I don't know, at least like 6 boxes. So 24 gallons. Yeah, and so these down here, like I said, they're not like a well-known brand, but they get the job done. They do great. This degreaser right here, I use this for, you know, the tires. I'll use these for like the wheels. New Clean is their all-purpose cleaner, and then this is just the car wash soap with wax. These are the ones that I use like every single day. So I had to find something that was ideal for me to be able to buy a good quantity of and not like break the wallet, really.
Can you quickly break down what you have, starting from the very top, going down to the bottom?
Got it. Vacuum filter. I always try to keep at least like 1 or 2 backups. You know, detailers know we're using the vacuum all day, every day. And sometimes you gotta take time to clean it or even use an air compressor to blow out the air filter because it starts to get heavy after a while. The suction isn't as great. So I always try to keep this, you know, on hand. Before I got my setup done at H2O, I used to use a pump connected to my water tank because I needed something to like suck out the water. So it just worked out that I was using pumps. Now I don't use them, so I kind of just have them up here. This is a cover for my truck bed. You know, just when it's raining, cover it up, and then I follow up with a tarp, make sure none of my equipment gets messed up. I have pump sprayers. This is the very first foam cannon that I bought. I don't really use chemical, guys. They do have some great products. For me, my personal opinion, I found some products that were cheaper and they do just as great. But I gotta give it to them, they do A1 work on marketing. I see those guys all the time, so I get it. But the foam cannon was amazing. But before I continue, how do you guys determine which products you guys use? Is it quality, price, company? Let me know down in the comments below. Up here, I have a bunch of spare pressure washing hose, regular hose, and then an air compressor hose. Like I mentioned, over the years, you start using things, you start getting extras, and it doesn't hurt to have backups, because I've had pressure washing hose, they bust on me. And when I first started out, I had to just, you know, go home, tell the client like, hey, had a mishap, go home, get it taken care of. Now I'm pretty prepared, so when something like that happens, I've got extra generators. I have a total of 3. I've got this one, that one. Same thing, if a generator goes out, time is money. So I hurry up, go home, swap out my generator, and continue.
Has that ever happened where a generator is messing up or you don't know what's going on and you have to switch it out?
Yeah, I did that once. I also got my generator stolen one time. So that was my only generator. It was a little Ryobi one. My life was like done because I didn't have anything.
Oh man.
Yeah, but now one issue that I do come across is like my generator turns off and then it's just low on oil. So I always make sure I carry like at least a quart of oil.
Hey, you're prepared, man.
I try to, man. Yeah. All right, so I have Instant Shine from 3D. This is shine for, you know, trim. You could use it on the interior as well, like the AC vents, kind of just give them a little touch up. This is the shine that I use for the tire shine. I use it for tires, like the big trucks, you know. I just spray it and then I just kind of apply it with the brush. Same tire shine, but I use it for like sedans, so I use like a little applicator. And then this is the LVP conditioner. LVP stands for leather, vinyl, and plastic. This stuff is great. Another detailer told me this, Cali Lux. He told me about this. I was looking for a shine. He was showing some videos, and I asked him like, hey dude, that looks really good. Like, what do you use? He told me about this. Also, right now, this is one of the graphene coatings / you know, ceramic coatings that I use for the most part. I'll probably get some hate on this, but it's really easy to use. My clients, when I use it, they love it. Just as long as they stay on top of like their ceramic like maintenance washes and all that stuff, they usually get like the full 2 years. I do plan on taking more classes to become certified with other brands. I know 3D has one, PNS has one, stuff like that. I just want to take more classes so I become more certified and could raise my prices, because I could just show people like, hey, I've got the schooling, all that stuff. I also use this graphene detail spray. It helps enhance, you know, the life on this, but also if you want to just use this as a quick like touch up or whatever, it has hydrophobic properties. Another thing, my clients love it. It does great. All this stuff that I use, I've used it on my cars first. I don't want to mess anybody's cars up, so I test it out first, and if I like it, I'll use it. And then this is the Adams iron remover. For the most part, other brands that I've seen for like a gallon, they're charging like 80 bucks. This is like $50, and it does great. It works fast, and you pretty much see it reacting, and you know, it'll change colors like purple, pinkish. You'll see all of like the remnants from the iron coming out.
Adams. Does every detail supply store sell Adams, or you gotta go to a specific store?
I noticed that there's one shop so far that I've seen, and I think it's called a Vital Supplies Outlet or Vital Detail Supplies. It's in Alhambra. He was one of the first stores that I actually saw that sells Adams, but Adams has a store in Anaheim. Yeah, so we're fortunate because we live in, you know, SoCal. I've talked to other detailers where they live in other states, and they're like, oh man, you know, I want to get some Adams, this and that. And then it makes me realize like I'm fortunate to kind of live in an area where all these big brands are just kind of in my backyard. But I want to know which detailing brands are in your area. Let us know in the comments below. And then here we have, you know, my scents, my Wonder Wafers. I talked about this in one of the videos. I hook up the clients with this, put it under their seat. Car bombs, these do great if you got like an odor you want to get rid of. And then right here, this is my setup for the shampooing. I use their 3-step. It's a Terminator carpet bomber, and then I finished up with the peroxide. This is great if you're trying to get rid of heavy stains or heavy odors. And then this is the bead maker. It helps, you know, hydrophobic properties as well, so it beads the water. These are just the other chemicals that I mentioned.
I see a lot of chemicals, but do you have all the chemicals, or you only restock on the main ones?
I usually restock on the main ones. I do keep a lot in the truck also, in my work truck, so I have like a gallon of pretty much each of these already. I just try to make sure I stock up on sales or whatever, so I'm getting my money's worth. I also like to keep some backup towels as well, and then backup bottles, some nozzles. Yes, sir. All right, so right here I have my little baskets for my towels. I have one specific for my window towels, my microfiber towels, the ones that I pretty much use just for about anything, and then my pads. The reason why I separate them is because when I first started detailing, I used to just wash all my towels on one load and that was it. But I started noticing that my window towels, they kept on leaving smears and it wasn't working out till I found out that like you're supposed to separate them. So, you know, if you're beginning detail, I highly suggest make sure you separate your towels. That'll help out a lot. All right, guys, so these are all the products that I use. If you guys have any comments or questions, drop them down below. And once again, I'm Jerry with Aesthetic Auto Detailing in West Covina, California. If you guys need a detail, hit me up. If you guys liked the video, comment, subscribe, and stay blessed.